Welcome back to the Thrifty Food Plan channel, friends. I am so glad you are here. If you are new here, I am Jay, and I guess I am the creator here, although I kind of think of myself as a facilitator. Um, this is a channel that really focuses on how I and we in the comments try to eat nutritionally well for the least amount of money possible. And most of my videos focus on the USDA's Thrifty Food Plan as a tool for that. This channel is my real life. You don't see me sort of do $5 challenges, for example. I don't make videos that's like 5 dinners for $5 each. Like, I don't do that. This channel is about like how I actually meal plan and grocery shop and try to make it all work. This channel also doesn't have any sponsors, right? Like, this is not a money making enterprise for me. This is a community of people that I rely on to help keep myself honest, and also to get your best thinking to help enrich my own thinking so that we can lift each other up as we're trying to figure out how we can eat nutritionally well for very little money, no matter what our health or financial journeys are. And yesterday, I got a marketing email from HelloFresh, and it made claims that were misrepresentations. I believed they were misrepresentations, maybe lies, and it made me really, really angry. So I'm making a video today to kind of just talk through all of that, sort of what this marketing email said, why I believe it is misleading, disingenuous at best, and perhaps just straight up lies at worst. And I ask you to kind of stay to the end because I ended this video because I sort of need your big frugal food brains to sort of help me test one of my hypotheses related to all of this. So anyway, let's get to it. So yesterday in my email, I saw this: HelloFresh, cheaper than groceries. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it. Now, me not believing it doesn't mean that I'm right. So we're going to test out my hypothesis that HelloFresh is not actually cheaper than groceries. So the first thing I sort of had to pressure test here was, maybe they're making the claim cheaper than groceries because this is an introductory deal where you get 16 free meals across 9 boxes, and so that averages out to be cheaper than groceries. But then I went to the HelloFresh website, and the HelloFresh website has an FAQ. And on the FAQ it says, "Are you cheaper than the grocery store?" Their answer is yes. And more than that, they claim they are 75% cheaper than grocery shopping. So this isn't just about an introductory deal. It's about the fact that HelloFresh is actually telling people on their FAQ that they are cheaper than going to the grocery store, and that they're 75% cheaper than going to the grocery store. Do we believe this? So what I did next was I went and looked at what I could conceivably order. Now, I am mostly a whole food, plant-based vegan, and of the options that they currently had available for order, there were 2 vegan options: the vegan Thai coconut curry tofu and the vegan guac lovers burrito bowl. So there were 2 things I could conceivably order in my very first HelloFresh box. So the next thing I did was I went to the page where I'm customizing my plan. Not allowed to order for one person, but can order for two people. So I picked two people. I picked 2 meals per week because they had 2 vegan options, which means 4 total servings. And after the introductory offer, this box of 2 meals for 2 people or 4 servings would cost $49.96. $49.96 for 4 servings of food, right? And then I thought to myself, I wonder if that includes delivery. No, it does not include delivery after the introductory offer. Apparently, the delivery fees can vary based on where you live, but the shipping typically is around $9.99. It's always a flat rate, but again, it could fluctuate. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to use this average $9.99. What that then means is that ordering these 2 meals for 2 people, 4 total servings of food, would cost me, after the introductory period, $59.95. And just doing the math, folks, that's like $15 a meal. But I could go out for that, okay? So just first things first. So on the website for each of the vegan meals they had, so for the vegan coconut tofu meal, they do provide the ingredients, right? So what would come in my HelloFresh box is everything from the jasmine rice through the sweet Thai chili sauce. They are assuming I'd have some cooking oil, salt, sugar, and pepper at home, but I could expect that the ingredients listed at the top here would come in my HelloFresh box so that I could make that coconut tofu meal for 2. Similarly, the burrito bowl meal would include everything you see here from red onion through blue corn tortilla chips. Again, they're assuming I have some things at home at the bottom, but my box would come with everything you see here from red onion through the blue corn tortilla chips. So I am relatively certain that this is not functionally $60 worth of food, okay? So what I did was I went in and I put everything into the Walmart grocery app. All 22 items across these 2 meals that I would be getting from HelloFresh, right? So coconut milk, guac, bell pepper, tofu, mushrooms, lime, cilantro, red onions, white wine vinegar, sweet chili sauce, crushed red pepper, vegetable stock, curry powder, taco seasoning, turmeric, garlic powder, jasmine rice, black beans, and a bag of blue corn tortilla chips. Put it all in the Walmart app. That came to $36.25 compared to $49.96 for the food box from HelloFresh. Okay, not even including the shipping and handling fee of $9.99. So clearly I can buy all of these ingredients cheaper at Walmart than ordering them from HelloFresh. So when I go back to that FAQ question, are you cheaper than the grocery store? And they say, yes, 75% cheaper. Here's why. One of the reasons they give is that they deliver everything, so we save on transportation. All right, let's do a little math here, everybody. Let's just do some math. All right, so according to the USDA, most of us who live in the United States, we live about 2.2 miles from the nearest SNAP is food stamp. SNAP authorized supermarket or super center. And most of us drive a little further away because we get on the bus and go a little further away because we like a grocery store that's a little further away better. Okay. So let's just say we drive 4 miles each way or 8 miles total every time we go to the grocery store. Let's just make that assumption. All right. Now, in the week of April 17th, according to AAA, a gallon of gas, national average price was $3.63. And according to the Environmental Protection Agency, cars made in the year 2021 had fuel economy of 25.4 miles per gallon. Now, I don't drive a car made in 2021. I drive a car made in 2012, and I'm assuming many of us don't drive cars that were made in 2021, 2, or 3. Okay, but let's just do some basic math here. So let's say that the average fuel economy for the cars that we do drive, because our cars are older, is 20 miles per gallon instead of 25.4. Okay, so if we do the math, what that means is that if gas is priced at $3.63 a gallon and we are getting 20 miles a gallon, it costs us 18 cents a mile to drive. So it costs 18 cents to drive 1 mile. And if we're going to say that we're driving about 4 miles each way to get to the grocery store, so 18 cents times 8 miles, that means it's costing us $1.45 each time we go to the grocery store. So in order for HelloFresh's assertion to be true, that they are saving us money because we are saving on transportation costs, their delivery would have to cost less than $1.45. But it doesn't. Their average shipping fee is $9.99. The math does not add up here. Just doesn't add up. Okay. Another claim they make about why they can save you 75% on your grocery shopping is that they will make sure that you are not wasting any food. That we're not going to waste food. We're not going to buy something and then only use an eighth of it or half of it. Okay, so this is where I need your help. I need your help to kind of test my hypothesis because I don't believe this assertion, but I think that I can figure out how to use things that might be left over from my theoretical Walmart haul, right? So I think I'm going to have coconut milk left over. I can't imagine a 2-person serving would use a whole can of coconut milk. I think I'm going to have some guac left over. I'd have cilantro left over from a whole bunch. I probably would have some red onion left over. White wine vinegar would be left over. Sweet chili sauce would be left over. Crushed red pepper would be left over. I can't imagine I'm going to use 32 ounces of vegetable stock for a 2-serving meal. I certainly would have curry powder and some taco seasoning and turmeric left over. I would have garlic powder left over. I can't imagine that 4 recipes are going to use 2 pounds of jasmine rice, so I'll have some rice left over. I also assume that the burrito bowl is not going to use up an entire bag of blue tortilla chips, okay? So if I went to Walmart and I bought all of these things to make these 2 meals, this is the list of things that I think I would have left over. That in order to avoid food waste, I would need to integrate them into upcoming meal plans so that I don't waste them. Now, some things have a really long shelf life, so I don't need to use a whole bottle of white wine vinegar in the next 10 days, right? They have a longer shelf life. I would like to ask each of you to sort of help me think this through. So I want you to think about what you have right now in your fridge, freezer, and pantry, what you have on hand right now. Just take a couple minutes to think about it. And then I want you to look at this list of things that I would have left over if I did this grocery haul at Walmart instead of ordering it through HelloFresh. Based on what you already have on hand in your fridge, freezer, and pantry, and looking at this list of leftover ingredients, what is one thing, maybe two, that you could make today to make sure that there is not food waste? I'll give you something that's popping out to me while I am thinking about this. I probably would have some guacamole and chips as a snack while I was building my meal plan. So I'm going to leave this slide up for a couple of minutes so that you all can come up with items, meals you could make with what you already have on hand with these leftovers. Because I think we as humans are completely capable of figuring out how to make sure we don't have any food waste. I just think that we can do that. And I just think HelloFresh is being ridiculous, disingenuous at best. So I guess for me, the bottom line here is I would just encourage all of us to say no to HelloFresh. It is not worth the money. And maybe a better way to say it is we should all just say goodbye to HelloFresh. I am going to leave this slide up for a little bit so that you can think of one or two meals. Please drop those in the comment box below. Thank you for helping me test my hypothesis out, and thank you for visiting the Thrifty Food Plan channel. Be on the lookout in the next couple of days for my second batch dinner recipe that I am making based on the 10-day haul I did days ago. Thanks so much for visiting.